previous incident involving robbery. I really don't know exactly what happened. I wasn't there. Only reason why I even came is the pictures. My best friend, Mr. Newman, I was going over to his house and people was all out front, all upset, sister crying and all that. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And meanwhile, I see people in Mr. Bobo's yard, you know what I'm saying, yelling at him, screaming at him. So I go
yelling at Mr. Bobo?
Hmm?
People were yelling at Mr. Bobo?
Yeah.
Who was yelling at Mr. Bobo? People from his house or people from your?
People from, it wasn't my house, it was
people from the Newman's house?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go over there, you know what I'm saying, calm everything down because the way it is around there, anything happens around there, the police are going to come.
Okay.
So, and I'm looking at them in his yard, I'm like, nah, that's not good, he can't just, you know what I'm saying, that's just going to cause more problems, so whatever happens.
And when you say you're looking at them in his yard, you're talking about Mr. Bobo's yard?
Yeah.
And who's in Mr. Bobo's yard?
I think Jimmy Newman was over there.
Is that James Newman?
I don't know, it's Jimmy, I don't know Jimmy.
Okay, you don't know Jimmy Shore.
Yeah. I think P might have been over there, but I remember P standing up front. There was somebody else over there, I can't remember who it was.
Did Robert go over there?
I don't remember Robert over there. I remember him sitting on the concrete with his leg messed up.
And they were at Mr. Bobo's front door, is that right?
Yeah, well not at his front door, but like in front of his porch.
And they were yelling at the house, right?
Yeah.
Did they knock on the door?
I don't think they even went to the door. I just seen it in front of the porch.
What were they yelling at the house?
They was cursing, so it was pretty much just aggravated.
Right, there was
a situation.
Then you went over to tell them to come back.
Yeah, calm them down, because I know how the lady is across the street. You can just be yelling at somebody, she can call the police just because that's how she is. So I'm telling them, come on, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? The police gonna be on their way anyway. Look at what happened today, so there's no point in even being over there. So why they still over there yelling and arguing? I guess I didn't even see them leave out the yard.
At that time, you had gone over towards the Bobo's yard to tell them to come back to the Newman side, right?
Yeah, when he went out, I was already in, like, pretty much in his yard to tell them what they were doing, saying, roll out, because there's no point in being over there. By the time they came out of the house, I don't know if they left or not.
Well, when Mr. Bobo came out of his house, he was telling everybody to get out of the yard, right? He was saying, you know, y'all get out of here, right?
Yeah. I understand, protect your house and property, whatever.
So it's your understanding that Mr. Robert Newman said something to Mr. Bobo?
Yeah, got in the car, I was over the hill. So I was pretty much alright, and it wasn't until I came back down the hill until I seen my leg was bleeding.
Your uncle was already on the scene?
Yeah.
Well, why? What's his name?
I'm Rob.
Was he a Newman or not?
Nah, he's not Newman. He wasn't even there for that reason. He wasn't even there for that.
He just happened to be there?
He just happened to come down the street.
I see. And then you walked up and got in his car, left, and then came back. Where was Pete's car parked?
In front of Bobo's house. Like, well, half his car was in front of the Newman's house, half his car was in front of Mr. Bobo's house.
So his car was parked right out front?
Yeah.
Okay. No further questions.
Did he tell you what happened?
I mean, yeah, he told me what happened.
Did you ever talk with Mr. Robert Newman about what happened?
Yeah, I mean, we both rode the ambulance together on the way to the hospital. And that's where I got that story from. So.
Okay.